Hey, what's up everybody, Isaac here with another Conqueror's Blade video, and today's just a little fun video, kinda showcasing just how strong the Palace Guards can be and just how strong the Keshigs can be with just the simple press of one single button, and that is the button 2. And there is a button called the 1 button that you do use occasionally with these, especially with the Palace Guards, but oftentimes with the Keshigs, all you really need to do is press the 2 button. And yeah, they're kind of powerful to say the least. They definitely can be beat. The Keshigs, they're a bit of a glass cannon. They can be beat by the Palace Guards, and they can be beat by pikes and stuff like that. And they can be beat by a hero CC along with the hero's units, but they're definitely very strong. You do still need to know how to use them and when to use them. They will die pretty quick if you try to use them in the wrong situation. But that being said, they are quite the OP unit. The Palace Guards, they're a very strong unit. There are things that counter them, but they are very good at countering things like Madao and, you know, many things. But the Iron Reapers, they'll rip the Palace Guards up pretty good. So the Iron Reapers are a very strong counter to the Palace Guards. But the Palace Guards counter lots of things pretty good, such as, you know, your Imperial Pike Guards and your Madaos, them kind of things. So definitely 2 units you're gonna be wanting to use if you haven't been using them, or you're gonna want to get them if you have not yet got them. So yeah, that's all this video is about. Just a fun little video showing you just how strong these 2 units are. Just the press of 1 button and they just put in some crazy amounts of damage. So we haven't really accomplished much yet this game. We came down to the supply to make sure that was safe. We've seen some players trying to make a move towards our supply point, but another one of our teammates had Keshigs out and they just completely mowed down the other team. My Palace Guards would have taken care of them fine too, but the Keshigs just did the job so much faster. The Palace Guards, one problem with them is they are an incredibly slow unit. The Keshigs, on the other hand, they are a crazy fast unit, crazy strong unit. One of the nicest things about them is their movement speed, is they're just so fast. You'll take so many enemy heroes by surprise because you're gonna come up on them faster than they know what to think. Never give them a chance to react. Even if they do have a proper unit out that could potentially beat your Keshigs, if you catch them by surprise, you're on them before they even know what happened. So you can see this guy's Keshigs. He took out another unit before I even had a chance to respond. So we came down to help out this push, but it ended up being that we weren't able to help out really hardly at all because our teammate has some Keshigs out and he just deleted them very fast. And you'll see later in the video we'll have out our own Keshigs and we'll put some work in. But first we're going to go to work with our Palace Guards. Shortly here we're going to go to work on this guy's Berserkers with our Palace Guards with just a simple press of 1 button. And do you know what button that might be? And I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2. So yeah, I just wanted to make a little bit fun of the video today, and a few of my videos lately have been a little more on the serious side. Some might consider controversial subjects of them, and in disagreement with them, but regardless, this is just a little fun video using 2 units that I think everybody can agree are quite OP. And I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2. So really, I just have one question for you. Are you as good at pressing 2 as I am? But in all seriousness though, the Palace Guards, they're a really strong unit, and you a little bit have to know what you can go into and what you can. Of course, there's still skill involved, but there are certain situations, like kind of this whole game, the skill I had to use was pretty minimal. Yeah, sure, you had to make a couple plays, a few jukes and jives here and there, and kind of make a decision to go in here, to not go in there. Just knowing when the proper time to go in is and when the proper time not to go in is. But as a whole, the way this game played out, it really didn't take that much skill to just have a ridiculously good game just using Keshigs and Palace Guards. So definitely a good game to showcase just how strong the Palace Guards are, just how strong the Keshigs are. So now that the team has capped A, obviously we kind of got to retreat back to B, and anytime that you can, if you can recover after the A cap, you got enough teammates alive, anytime you can hold down both of these supplies, it's a really good thing if you got enough teammates here. Sometimes you get wiped so hard at A you don't get a chance to hold both supplies. Really common for the enemy team to run straight to the far right supply, the attacker's right side. So you can see I run in here.
I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2, I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2.
And obviously my Palace Guards end up getting wiped there, but still, it provided, I got a few kills out of the deal, and it stopped their push, kind of stopped them in their tracks, made them regroup a little bit. You could see they had a nice little death ball headed straight for B, but I slowed them down enough to give my team a chance to recover. And this is one little spot where I had to make a little juke and jive and press a little 2.
I press 2, I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2, I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2.
And of course, with the simple press of a 2, we wipe his unit nice and easily. Obviously, we had a lot of teammates to support us there. But one little thing you gotta learn with Cav is you gotta dodge the enemy Cav, and you gotta see here.
I press 2, I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2, I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2.
And of course, as another super easy wipe for us, the enemy was engaged with our teammate there. And our teammates' engagement just made that flank so ridiculously easy. And I got a little bit worried here, as you can hear in the background there. I seen there was tons of enemies here, and I couldn't tell just how much units they had.
I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2, I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2.
But you can see they didn't have so crazy much there. Not so much that couldn't be solved with the press of one button. Once again. So we send our Keshigs off to get healed again. Because a few of them got low, but we still have such a real good full stack. And it would have been nice to have them right there, but you'll see in a minute. We end up cleaning that back up, and it was important to get those Keshigs healed up. No sense in sending them in when they're half of them are down in the red or near the red. So that's the big thing about the Keshigs is you're going to want to do a little bit of hit and run. Look around for what you can clean up real fast. Hit them, kill them fast, get healed up, and go find another hit and run. That's what the Keshigs are really good at. They really are squishy, so if you try to send them into too much, you're gonna die quick.
I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2, I press 2, I'm so good at pressing 2. I press 2.
But if you find the right engagements, one simple press of a button, and you just completely wipe them. So at this point, we're kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty. I still got a whole lot of Keshigs left, more than enough to do a crazy amount of damage. And we're about to pull up on our kind of last hurrah with our Keshigs here. You can see there's a good
last
chunk of
time
enemy here.
I press 2, I press 2. Oh yes I do. I press 2. How about you? I press 2. I press 2. Better than you. I press 2.
Yeah, basically what ended up doing them in there was the police. There was enough heroes there that the Keshigs got tied up with the heroes long enough that the police were able to tear them apart. But not before we were able to kill all the heroes and stop any kind of threat that was building up. And we're definitely happy with that. More than an okay game for the Keshigs. So just that one last hurrah, plenty worth it. Not that our team was really in any trouble at all, regardless of whether or not I was able to stop that push. But that just secured the game as a for sure certain, and at this point we can just push them right out the gate and just full send, have a little fun. And I get carried away a little bit here, ruined my perfect game as far as no deaths, but I don't care. I'm not that worried about having a perfect game with no deaths. Not quite yet. I was thinking it was coming up, but eventually I push out the gate and just going for that one last hero kill. End up getting myself killed. Kind of silly, but really who cares at this point. We've wiped them so bad, got more than enough, more than my fair share of hero kills and unit kills. Not that worried about whether or not I have a perfect game in the sense of not dying any times. So push out the gate here, see if I can have a little bit of fun with the rest of my team. See if I can pick off any more heroes or not. Looking around, they're all looking pretty healthy. I find one. Get the finish on him, so I guess I picked up one more hero out here. But then I end up getting myself in trouble here. Hoping I can pick up one last hero kill. You know, I thought it might have been looking okay, but nah, I had a Reaper come and get me and a couple other heroes end up finishing me off. So that's it for this video. Just a fun video to change things up for once, but don't worry, I'll be back to the serious ones in the very near future for you. I hope you have a good one.